Good evening. Warm welcome to the program. Of course, we have seen in our previous session topics on supply chain analytics and digital supply chain. Of course, digital supply chain is a overall view of digital transformation in supply chain. It includes supply chain analytics, IoT, big data analytics, robotic automation, and so many things. And that is the reason why we have launched a new program on digital supply chain so that the candidates are aware about what are the latest technology in supply chain and logistic, and these technologies are evolving and many of the organization have already started adopting that. But the skill set as far as this evolving technology is concerned is very poor, and many organizations find it very difficult for them to find a suitable candidate. So we have started our supply chain analytics, which is a part of digital supply chain many years back, and many candidates have found it very useful. But there are also allied topics in digital transformation in supply chain, and we have launched a program recently on digital supply chain where we are going to see various components of digital supply chain and how to implement as a project. In this specific session, I am going to take up a small subdomain in digital supply chain, which is called IoT, Internet of Things, and try to cover up the overview. Of course, in our digital supply chain program, we are going to see in much detail. In this program, in this session, we are going to see a limited overview of the topic due to time availability. So let me connect to the PowerPoint and start discussing on this topic. Hope you are able to see the screen. So today the topic is IoT, which is a part of digital supply chain and something parallel to supply chain analytics. What are the application, how it is being used? Let us understand now. Of course, we are living with IoT already, with or without knowing it. Let us take an example of a car. Now, most of us have a car, and we know some of the items which is already available in the dashboard. For example, you can see some items, whatever you see in the picture. Possibly most of the even old version of the cars have this. For example, if you take something like a fuel level, you are able to see what is the level of fuel available, and it will also indicate the level at which you need to refuel. But it expects you to take the action. Possibly in the basic version, you also see the reverse camera and sensor available either as a standard, or it could be additional accessory. And many of the basic information on the dashboard could be engine temperature. It measures the temperature of the engine and then displays in the dashboard, and it cautions you if the temperature is high, you need to take some preventive action. The next one could be door open alert. If the door is not locked properly, it's going to tell you that door is not locked, and maybe it's going to make a beep sound till you lock it properly. Of course, some of the versions they also indicate fuel efficiency, in the sense how much is the efficiency or how many kilometers you are able to drive per liter of fuel. And also the safety bag activation. If you have the vehicle with the safety bag, it knows when to activate the safety bag, because there are also sensors connected which activates the safety bag. Though I am saying some are basic, some are latest, depending upon the model and make, it may be different. Some are already considered as a basic, On the other hand, in the latest version, most of these items are available even at a starting level. Of course, if you go for the advanced models or the make like Benz or BMW, they may be considered as a very basic. Of course, the latest is a seat belt. If you are not tying up your seat belt, it alerts. And what is the outdoor temperature? Of course, one of the latest thing is it monitors the service when it is due and it keeps alerting. In my car, we are supposed to take a service once in 10,000 kilometer, and when it reaches near to the 10,000 kilometer, it keeps alerting. Whenever you switch on the engine, it keeps alerting, and when it is crossing the 10,000 level, it is continuously beeping. Maybe it's also sending alert to the dealer so that they are also contacting us. Of course, tire pressure, you can see all this happens due to some sensor available in the system. Maybe it is checking and alerting when the tire pressure is going below a certain level. And so in some of the version it suggests that you need to either increase the speed or decrease the speed by changing the gear. And now you have a lot of mobile application can be connected. For example, Spotify, you can connect to the system and play the songs. And also some of the latest models comes with the auto light on. You need not worry about the external light. It is going to switch on or off depending on external light intensity. So maybe like this in a car, it is already available in your smart TV, or if you are using smart television or any kitchen equipment, it is already available. Possibly we are not aware that it is working based on some sensor and some software which is trying to interface the system with the human interaction. It alerts us whenever there is a problem, it's going to alert us. So let us understand what is IoT. IoT describes network of physical objects, or which is called things, that are embedded with sensors, software, and other technology for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems over internet. Okay, Internet of Things. Things we are calling as a sensor or software or other connected devices or things, and everything happens over the internet. So this concept is there for last 1 decade, but adoption in supply chain is increasing at all the level. Why IoT is important? As we have seen, maybe you can connect in kitchen appliances, maybe health monitors. I have seen some of the people with the diabetes, they have some sensors attached, and it is going to alert you as and when it is going above a certain level. And also, I heard it is sending an intimation to your service provider, maybe a doctor, and he can intervene when certain things are going out of control. So physical things can share and collect data with the minimum human intervention. The physical world meets the digital world, and they try to cooperate to better the things. Why we have this technology? To improve the things. And what technology have made IoT possible? Now we have low cost, low power sensor technology, better connectivity, and we have a cloud computing platform, machine learning and analytics. This is our first program in which we thought that could provide the supply chain professional more insight. And if they are adopting such a technology, they can go to the next level in their profession. Of course, there is a conversational AI. For example, you see, yeah, digital personal assistants like Alexa or Cortana or Siri. All this utilizes some kind of a IoT. Of course, when it comes to industrial IoT, there are a lot of things which is very interesting, which we are going to discuss in our smart supply chain program, starting with smart manufacturing, connected assets and preventive and predictive maintenance, smart power grids, smart cities, connected logistics, smart digital supply chain. Of course, our focus is on the last term, but of course, everything is connected. If you are in the manufacturing is also linked with the supply chain, and you have a logistic, and the vehicles are connected. Everything is available in a dashboard. So, what are IoT applications? IoT application use machine learning algorithm to analyze massive amount of data to gain visibility into KPI indicators. KPI is nothing but performance measures. Okay, ultimately, why do you measure is to improve. Also, keep a watch whether it is going at a danger level or otherwise, and statistics for a mean time between failure, and there are so many other things which we will see some of the example in this session. Finally, the aim is to quickly enhance the existing processes. What are the some ways IoT applications are deployed? Of course, you can see create new efficiencies in manufacturing, improve the tracking and ring fencing of physical assets. Maybe is being in supply chain, you have some of the inventories which are very expensive, and you need to keep an eye on that where it is being moved. Maybe in some situation there can be a theft, so you can physically monitor such a class item, maybe A plus class category of inventory or physical assets. So that a term used is a ring fencing. Use wearable to monitor a human health, or even it could be environment. Derive efficiency and new possibility in the existing processes. What industry can benefit from IoT? Almost all industry in the world, in the globe, can do. It can start with the manufacturing. For example, it can alert on a predictive maintenance, and whenever there is a machine downtime and the production output is compromised, you are going to get some alert. Maybe in the automotive industry, detect impending equipment failure, and it can also make recommendation what to do if the equipment is failed. Of course, in the transportation and logistic, based on weather condition, vehicle availability, or driver availability, uh, with the help of IoT, we can track and trace and temperature control monitoring. Why temperature control? Especially for pharmaceutical application, and in case of perishable goods, you need to continuously monitor the temperature and take proactive measures. In retail, of course, managing inventory, improve customer experience, optimize supply chain, and reduce operational costs. Where there are a lot of technological item used like weight sensors, which triggers whenever inventory is going below a certain level. In of course, there is a general safety where people are working in a hazardous environment. In such case, it can alert if things are going out of control, so that we can do some preemptive actions and rescue the people who are involved. Of course, all this case study we are going to see in detail when you enroll for our digital supply chain program. Each of the case study is explained, and we are going to do in-depth analysis to help you to adopt such technologies. Possibly, connected cars, when we say, as I have briefed in the beginning, everything is available. Maybe you get lot of notification or the alert, and also it is connected with your service agent. If they are able to remotely diagnose your dashboard, you are able to book their service appointment where necessary. Nowadays there are some transportation companies which uses transportation as a service. Okay, like SOS, software as a service. Now you can also use transportation as a service, and IoT can facilitate. And like in your software system, any upgrade is required, you can automatically get upgrade. Even without your knowledge, maybe you can schedule when you are not working. Similar thing can happen for a automobile or any system, any connected devices. you can automatically update. Possibly if you are using a smartwatch, there is a update frequently available, and you can also schedule them. It may be even in your smartphone, you can see that. What are the benefits of IoT in supply chain management? Specifically, track real-time location, monitor the storage condition, locate the goods within the warehouse, better segmentation of goods. In fact, there are a lot of case studies, application where we are already be using it. Okay, in our program, we are going to see in detail. Of course, one of the things you might have heard about drone and self-driven cars. Of course, in the self-driven cars, everything is based on sensor. It learns using machine learning and the AI, but the input comes from the various sensors which is available in the vehicle, and that is being taken as an input for the machine learning algorithm, and the improvement happens after learning, and based on which you can drive the vehicle. As far as industry application is concerned, as we have seen earlier, everywhere it is being used, not only in automobile industry, especially for supply chain angle, you may be able to detect the inventory level. It may be able to analyze and give an input when an inventory falls above a certain level. That's one important application. Second, in the logistic, possibly you are tracking shipment. You will be able to do either within the premises or when it is outside the premises, and you will be able to do a routing optimization or loading optimization. Of course, in the pharmaceutical, one of the important thing could be temperature monitoring. If it goes below a certain temperature, you are going to waste the item. So, apart from other things, the temperature monitoring while storing or transporting becomes important. That's where IoT can be of great help. So some of this application which we will study in detail, for example, in an electronic detail, combat counterfeiting in the electronic use industry by using unique identifier and authentication protocols, optimize energy consumption. Of course, it is not only industry specific. This application can also be used in other areas. Okay, oil and gas industry monitor remote oil and gas assets such as pipeline and rigs, detect potential safety hazards such as leaks, fires, or unauthorized access, enable real-time tracking of inventory levels, track and monitor the movement of goods, vehicle, and equipment, enable end-to-end visibility across supply chain from production to delivery. Though I have put something under each of this industry level, but everything can be interchanged and used. Of course, some of the industry safety is very important, and some of the industry inventory level is important. Some of the industries, the temperature level monitoring is important. Okay, maybe already there are case study applications by using IoT. For example, Amazon enhanced its warehouse management with the IoT devices that scan RFID and identify the process, so that they can use their personnel more effectively, reduce operational cost. DHL leverages smart heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, and makes a real-time adjustment based on weather conditions. Of course, whatever you see in the screen is a button. Okay, if you press the button and if it is linked with, for example, a cola, you don't need to do anything else. You will get in few minutes a cola is delivered to you. So you can see here also IoT works. It is linked with a sensor, then internet, and it is connected to the vendor. When you press a button, you will get a cola. Of course, this can be configured for any item, not only emergency, but any item can be configured. Volvo and Nissan also enjoy advantages of Internet of Things. The farmer uses the IoT to track vehicle shipment, while Nissan uses IoT based WMS. Maersk, which is a leader in shipping and logistic company, they use a remote container management. It monitors the temperature and humidity in shipping containers. But there are a lot of challenges currently. There is essentially a skill gap. Not only the professional, but even at the operating level, they need to be trained to use the new technology. As a professional, you need to understand what are the technologies available, to what extent they can be used. In some cases, you need to also learn in depth. For example, supply chain analytics is one of the area. If you are able to adapt to it, then you are already a part of a digital supply chain. But the many of the industry, they feel there is a big gap, except very few applicants are qualified in any of the digital supply chain technology. And not only they have learned, but there is a also basic knowledge is not available. For example, if they ask you about IoT application, they are not sure where it can be used in supply chain. Of course, other challenges may be there in terms of data storage, security threat, or connectivity issues. Of course, connectivity is not a major issue. Future of IoT, it's going to gain wide importance, and so the performance of supply chain will be improved by using such a technology, and better be learn this technology so that you are ready for the future. Okay, it is adapted not only in a distribution environment, but I can see even the other manufacturing sector are quickly adopting, and possibly in India, we are showing the door to the world. Of course, this is my LinkedIn profile. My name is Pattabhiraman. If anyone interested to connect and follow with me, you are welcome. If you are not already connected, I am a PIC certified professional and supply chain analyst with a lot of application related knowledge, and a practitioner. We provide training program on digital supply chain, which is the latest program. Here you can learn what are all the latest technology, like IoT, which we have seen, and other technology which can be adopted in supply chain, logistic, and purchasing domain. And one of the important digital supply chain sub area is supply chain analytics, which we have launched 5 6 years back, and nearly 25 batches has been completed. Anyone you need information, you are always welcome to do it. And we also train the candidates on global certification like APIC SIPS kind of a certification. You can see my mobile number and other contact detail. Either you can reach out to me or our staff if you need any details. Of course, if you are watching online, you are also welcome to ping me either in LinkedIn or YouTube. Even if you are not in the live situation, you are welcome to reach out to us if you need to have any details on the program, application, or the case studies of IoT and other similar technologies. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.